This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Thrown under the bus.
No.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
I'm not okay with that.
It sounded good when I thought.
Log on and join our live conversation.
Yes,
I don't
you're
like
right.
that.
You're 100% right.
DBL starts right now.
Now you know. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It is Thursday, July 11th. I'm here with Stephanie, Tori, Brandon, and I'm Sam. Let's get right to it. A candidate running for governor in Mississippi is making headlines. This is State Representative Robert Foster and reporter Larison Campbell, who was assigned by her paper to cover his campaign. She requested a ride-along for a 16-hour day. His campaign said she can only come if she brings a male reporter. He tweeted, "As I anticipated, the liberal left lost their minds over the fact that I choose not to be alone with another woman. They can't believe that even in 2019, someone still values their relationship with their wife and upholds their Christian faith." Well, this reporter was on CNN last night. Here's what she said.
At the end of the day, what you're saying here is a woman is a sexual object first and a reporter second. People, when they see a woman with a man, are going to automatically assume that she's there for, with an improper relationship because, again, they see a woman, as a sexual object first, and as someone who's doing my job second.
So, Tori, is this sexism, or does he have a legitimate reason to not want to be alone with a female reporter?
It's complete sexism, and I want to take you some context here. It's called the Billy Graham rule, and it started in 1948, in which Billy Graham, an evangelical pastor, said, "I don't want anyone on my team eating, dining, conversing with a woman other than your wife." And since then, we have our own vice president, Mike Pence, has said that to the Hill newspaper, "I won't be alone with my wife." Without my wife present, or another male colleague, let's say. So you're saying she's not equal, right? She's other. And you're also saying that I am losing every opportunity for jobs, for voters, for constituents. 50% of your people that got you elected can't now come into a room and talk to you. So at some point, you can govern your marriage the way you want, but you can't govern the country like that.
Does anyone disagree with Tori here?
I'm not going to say that I disagree. And I don't believe what he's doing is right, but I can understand why he is doing this.
Why?
I mean, we talked about the good of the Me Too. I'm going to tell you now.
Sorry.
We talked about the good of the Me Too movement. The sexual harassment claims in the workplace have gone down significantly. But this is one of the fallouts because of the Me Too movement, where guys, wait for a second here, and I'm not mansplaining. Like she said, the optics. Politics is in a dark area right now. Someone can use it as optics. Number two, maybe he's doing it because he may not have the self-control there.
Then you should not be governing.
And number three, he hasn't raised as much fundraiser money as some of the other nominations, so he could be using this as a marketing ploy. And like I said, I don't agree with him.
I know you don't agree
but I
with
can
it.
see why someone would want to do that.
I appreciate you always seeing the other side. That's really important. As a female, I see this as limiting any potential, right? If you're in the military, what are you going to do with a female commander? If you are a female and the president of the United States, which has all been men, by the way, since the start of time here in America, what is a female supposed to do in the Oval Office if the president of the United States also has that same type of philosophy? What would she do? You can't climb up the ladder.
How would Angela Merkel be in a meeting with Mike Pence? How is that okay that Kamala Harris couldn't be in a meeting, or
get Stephanie in here
Kellyanne
real quick.
Conway?
I think it's very obviously, in today's society, is very backward thinking. With the Me Too movement, like Brandon said, I can slightly see why he might be very cautious, but I don't like that he says there has to be another male present. Why couldn't it be maybe I'm not comfortable solely alone with a singular female, but you can bring another colleague?
That's a good point.
So long as it wasn't just solely another male, why couldn't there be two females there? I mean, I understand that there are so many claims that happen now, and obviously he's running for a very important
role. But he's
doing
it because of his Christian faith, and that to me is you're using your faith. Because I have many devout Christians that are close to me and my family, and they don't think that way. So
could it be a self-control thing? Maybe he doesn't have self-control.
Perhaps.
And
that's even more concerning then, no?
As a governor.
Well,
Yeah, don't govern if you don't have self-control.
Wow. Why are you staring at me when you say
that you bring up the other side?
Running for governor of Mississippi?
It is always important to see the other side, so I appreciate that. And if anybody, DBL, any of our viewers disagree with us, we welcome you. Please write us in, because that's what the show's all about, is that discourse. A man at a bagel shop went on an epic rant about women mocking him because he's short. The video has definitely gone viral. You've probably seen it. If you haven't, take a look.
You're great women. Why is that okay?
Why is it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead? That's okay?
Who said that to you here? Nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that up? Everywhere I go, I get the same smirk with the biting lip. Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss. Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside? Huh? I'm not scared of you, pal.
Enough.
You shut up, too. You said, go ahead and attack me, big.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't condone the violence here.
That wasn't violence. That's WWE at its finest.
Well, I'm not being funny, darling, but if you didn't get a date because of your height on an app, now that that's gone viral, you're going to be single for life, honey. And that's it. It's over.
Like, some people are writing in and saying, hey, I feel bad for this guy. It's awful. He must have had PTSD. All of that is true. But, sir, as a PSA out to anyone out there, we all have uphill battles with something.
Yeah.
So walk your own steps and don't step over people in the meantime. Value yourself.
If he were to say, listen, I had a really bad day, and yes, people have been calling me short my whole life, I would definitely have empathy for this individual. He didn't handle it right, but I would have empathy. But he's doubling down. Have you heard? Homeboy doubling down, even though people around him have said he's known for his tantrums, he thinks he's a prophet for short people. He's likening himself to Martin Luther King Jr.
Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yes, he is.
No, Dr. Martin Luther
He
King.
is likening himself to him.
Oh my gosh. Well, now that I hear that,
guy.
I was going to try and be Hitch and reach out to this guy and help him find a date. But now
You were going to be his wingman?
I was going to, no, not his wingman, just his date doctor.
Can you
Hitch.
imagine
Alex
if he did
Hitchens.
stand next to Brandon?
Yeah,
I mean, that's going to cause some serious
You're
issues.
ruining my brand. But here's what's scary about this. That Napoleon complex right there, let's say he gets some sort of power. Let's say he comes up with a lot of money. Now he's going to think he can control women.
Right.
Now he's going to turn into the Harvey Weinsteins and the monsters
hatred
out there. Absolutely.
Also,
we need to keep an eye on this guy.
Final thought.
What if someone in that room had a weapon? You can't start fights like that these days. You simply can't. You can't have,
he chest bumped.
Yeah, you can't
His
start.
behavior was so
He had to jump
inexcusable.
the chest bump, though.
I know. All right. Well, Forbes is out with a new list of the highest paid celebrities, and you're not going to believe who's number one. Are you guys ready for it? Here we are. Singer Taylor Swift is the highest paid celebrity so far this year. Tori's a big Swiftie, so she's excited. And of course, that's thanks to her songs. Forbes say she made $185 million last year. She only earned $80 million the year before. T-Swift beat out Kylie Jenner, even though she is the youngest self-made billionaire ever, and that term self-made is debatable. Rounding out the top 5 are Kanye West, soccer player Lionel Messi, and singer Ed Sheeran. And if you're a daytime TV fan, Dr. Phil also makes the top 10 with $95 million.
Wowza.
Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil makes money like that?
Oh, yeah, because he owns the show. So, yeah.
Well, you're managing editor on here. How come you're not on the list?
Far short of $95 million.
Okay. I just want to highlight that 4 of the top 10 are athletes.
And 2 of the top are women.
Yes, that's what we should be celebrating here for sure.
Okay, I'm definitely celebrating that. Women, sugar mamas.
You must be so proud of your Taylor Swift.
I am. I know a lot of people
Because she
hate her.
writes her music.
She's super polarizing.
Super inclusive.
Yeah, but if you guys don't know, way back into 2006, this girl started as a YouTube, MySpace person, writing her own songs. She wrote Love Story in 15 minutes. She's very protective of rights for musicians. She's changed Apple, Spotify. So
she kicked off the Me Too movement with that lawsuit, too.
Think about that guy in Denver. It all started when this show started with that. So I really respect her a lot.
That's self-made.
Well said.
That's self-made.
That is self-made.
That's
Yeah,
safe
you're
mode.
absolutely
Well
right.
said,
True.
Brandon. There's more bad news about sugary drinks.
Great.
A new study says drinking just a small amount of juice or soda, about 1/3 of a can per day, could increase your cancer risk. So does this make you rethink sugary drinks? And I got to go right to you, Tori, because you said last night you drank some sugary drinks.
I'm so embarrassed because I'm like, oh, it's diet, and I don't drink a lot of it, but I immediately thought I'm going to text my husband to say no more Cokes, no more Coke.
Yeah, because this doesn't surprise
No more
me because
Cokes.
you all know, and I talk about it on the show, that I'm really diligent when I look at the back of labels, and I know that sugar feeds cancer.
But I didn't think about it correlating. This study really puts it together.
And I think a lot of people are going to be surprised by
I think
this.
the thing that's more surprising is necessarily you look at obviously the sugary drinks that you get when you're going to a fast food chain or something like that.
Yeah.
There's not many options, but it's not just those drinks. You need to look at orange juice, juices, apple juices, because the sugar content in those, what you think of fruit juice, and it's healthy. Oh my gosh, it's very high.
I'm glad you said that, Stephanie, because it's like I've had to rethink my childhood. Just think Capri Sun, Sunny Delight, and the black community. How much sugar can you pour in some red Kool-Aid? And now you're seeing why diabetes is so linked to so many people in the black community now. And we did that 10-day challenge where we couldn't have sugar. When I got off of that, it was like, you're drinking drinks. I'm like, wow, like, let me go see the dentist now, because I think I have an instant cavity.
What's alarming to me is the fact that, you know, the options don't seem to be in every part of the country, right? Or the options of drinking healthier or eating healthier are much more expensive. So it really does create this socioeconomic disparity. And that's not fair.
If you're in a food desert, okay, that's when you don't have any kind of fresh food or Whole Foods nearby. You have fast food as your only option.
What are you supposed to do?
Sprite? What do you have?
I know.
I know what.
So we need to be better.
McDonald's, you need to get kombucha.
Oh, on tap. Kombucha on tap. Yes, honey. I'm all about that.
Mickey D's. Mickey Bucha.
The best.
Disgusting.
Mickey Bucha. Okay. More winning for the U.S. women's national soccer team. The World Cup winners were awarded an ESPY last night for best team, among other awards, of course. Check it out.
We literally just got off a plane a couple hours ago. Got hair and makeup in the plane, and we look pretty fabulous, I think. So. Thank you to ESPN, all of our followers, supporters around the world. It's been an incredible journey. Super proud of all of these 22 fabulous ladies. So props to all of you, but thank you so much. And here's to the next World Cup in another 4 years. Thank you.
Wow. Looking good.
Looking phenomenal.
Cool looking bunch right there.
Wow. Megan Rapinoe.
And listen, I'm on a panel with 3 women, and I'm going to make sure I say this in the right way. I personally don't really like to see them with all that makeup on. I think their natural beauty is, I think Megan Rapinoe looks better when she plays soccer than what she looked like right there.
Megan Rapinoe loves dressing up.
Yeah, they don't have to be they don't have to be mutually exclusive. A woman who's badass on the soccer field can also dress up, put some makeup on, or choose not to at night. So
I guess it's just because
I wonder if we would say the same thing about a man.
Well, yeah, we're just so used to seeing them, like Brandon said, on the sports field. You know, their hair is shoved back. They've got no makeup on. I remember, honestly, so I'm a big Ronda Rousey fan. I love Ronda. Pre-WWE, sorry, don't like that route, but whatever, that's a whole other story. But I remember when she was, she was like the champion, and she was fighting, and then she did this really big red carpet. I can't remember what it was for now, but
she's done a lot of movies.
She looked incredible, but I remember the first time I saw her, I had that. It was like, took me a moment, like, oh, she looks so different.
As a fan, you're seeing your beloved, in a different light.
She looked beautiful and gorgeous, but it's just strange seeing them in a different way, you know?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Chime in, DBL Nation. We are live and coming up after a quick break, embracing the gray and aging gracefully. How one woman's journey could inspire you. Plus, you are the viewer, and that makes you the 5th host. So the co-founder of Home Depot is a big Trump supporter, and people are so fired up that they're calling for a boycott. Your comments about that coming up next.
You dream, you plan, you work.
Hi there, DBL Nation. Kelly Schubert here with the DBL Digital Team. I am tracking all the breaking and trending stories, but looks like the hosts are chatting, so let's go see what they're talking about.
No, that was my exact reaction.
Hey guys, what are you talking about?
I didn't think they looked good or anything.
What's going on?
It's so different.
Great.
This is really funny. Someone said something about whiskey. Oh, Michael Loveland, whiskey, club, soda, and lemon. Hold the club soda and the lemon. But
Oh, we've.
No, I think we're talking about healthy drinks. It was a funny comment about people not
Some things you
drinking
can
soda.
do at home that's actually inexpensive is you can, when you make your ice cube trays, put mint in there, put basil in there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I
need to hear this.
And luckily, it doesn't go bad because it's frozen.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll have, like, if you grow your own garden, or even if you just have, like, leftover things from the supermarket, you can put them in ice trays and then pop them in your drink, and then all of a sudden you have raspberry flavored water, mint flavored water. It does make a difference.
Still water.
I know.
What about Crystal Light?
I know. My thing is
I don't know
like
the details
water.
on Crystal Light. I don't know.
You know what
Do what I did.
The Mio thing?
It's unbelievable.
Have you ever done the whole sparkling? There's a machine you can get where you can carbonate
Brooks has it so
anything.
The Mio thing changes.
I don't know what Mio is.
It's
Tell us.
the flavor in water.
Okay.
And it, lemonade, grape, whatever
There you go.
want. And
And I bet you could do that with carbonated water too. So if there's someone that needs some fizz, right? Soda people need
I need fizz and bubbles. I need the bubbles.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's great.
I like it I like getting fizzy water.
No, please
and then
do.
I put some lime in it or lemon in it.
Oh, that
or
sounds great.
Mush up the strawberry, anything, and it really helps. And then I'll happily drink more water.
But then the thing is too is like I'm super lazy, so I'm like, am I gonna be crushing up raspberries like I think?
No, you just literally mush, put it in, like put some ice in it, or just mush it, and it just gives it a bit of flavor.
Or if you
It's
want
never
to be
going to be
simple,
the same.
do
Let's be honest.
what Bert's saying. Just like add a little.
My
something.
dad does the Mio.
And if you need fizz, get one of those soda streams. They're not that expensive. You can get them from like Bed Bath & Beyond. They go a long way. They're like $39. And you can always get the 20% coupon from Bed Bath, so that makes it.
Let's try this. Maybe a 10-day challenge, no sodas.
$4.
Question mark? Should I try it? Is anyone else interested?
Welcome back to DBL. It is time for Fifth Host when we talk about what you're talking about. Home Depot is responding to the threat of a boycott after one of its co-founders pledged to back President Trump for re-election in 2020. Backlash came after the co-founder told the newspaper he supports Trump's bid for another term, leaving some customers to weigh in using the hashtag boycott Home Depot. Now the company has responded by saying that the co-founder has been retired for more than a decade and that it does not endorse presidential candidates. So DBL Nation, generally speaking, would you boycott a company that supports a candidate you oppose? Brandon, kick it off.
Here we go. Bobby from Facebook says, I try to base my opinion solely on the candidate's words and actions. I still have to buy things. I can't afford to go to expensive stores because of a political boycott. Hey, I agree with you, Bobby. In this day and age, where we are right now, if we were going to boycott every company that endorsed someone or we didn't like the politics of that company, then we wouldn't be eating, we wouldn't be wearing Nikes, we wouldn't be wearing shoes, that sort of thing. So iPhone. So I believe it's just put your money where your mouth is, or just go along and buy stuff. How do I end
Great
that?
finish. Catherine from Facebook says, I'll spend more money with Home Depot. Thanks for the great news. Catherine, awesome. That's exactly what democracy is about. And when consumers have wallets, that's what it's about. Now, if you say, I can't do it, or it's too hard for me, guess what? In the 1960s, people couldn't sit at the same counters, and they had to do sit-ins. So if you can't protest by maybe going a mile later to go to a different place that supports your ideals, I say have some more backbone and be a good citizen and an educated citizen and put your money where your wallet is, and that can help with your vote.
Elliot from Facebook says, I'll boycott if he pledges his fortune to have Trump re-elected.
He did say he will have Trump 2020 money given to the campaign.
Oh, there we go. There you go. There you go, Elliot.
Sharon from Facebook says, as much as I don't approve of what's going on with our government right now, I find this ridiculous. People can support whomever they choose. Listen, as Tori said, this is democracy. You can support who you choose, but then there are going to be repercussions. And as a consumer, you can choose to boycott or you can choose to not let it bother you. So I'm actually okay with whatever you all choose.
Yeah.
I know what you mean by that.
John
I know what you mean. You're like, whatever.
John from Facebook says, I just shopped there this morning and I certainly won't be stopping. It's childish to stop shopping at a certain place because of someone's right to vote. Yeah, you guys do what you want to do in this situation.
At least they're voting, right? I take issue with people that don't
but
vote.
It's not, can I just say something? It's not just the vote, right? It's millions and millions of dollars he's putting in to the 2016 campaign and 2020 campaign.
Yeah.
That will be a much bigger vote than just a single vote.
Okay.
So you have to think of this as like a big block of people, and if you really disagree with those policies, people have stood up to a lot less.
And I love that,
location,
right?
But
And
I'm like, you do what you do. I totally get that too.
I mean, I'm lazy.
Thought,
I'm not going to go somewhere else.
And that's okay too.
And that's okay too.
And that's okay too.
And that is okay.
I am lazy.
Coming up on DBL, going gray doesn't have to be difficult. We'll show you how one woman's hair color journey could inspire you. That's coming up next.
First off, I just want to get a shot of my shoes. These are my mom's. Thank you. Very cool, right? How cool are these? Okay, back to the actual politics. We kind of float back and forth from one to the other. Speaking from the perspective of an Army veteran, this is Bernard Huff. Bernard's writing us on YouTube. I feel that it is your right to support whomever you please. If you disagree, don't shop. If you do, shop away. This is America. Bernard, hats off to you. You said that probably better than anyone, and I really respect your service, and I want to thank you for that. And I want to bring that to the booth. I want to show you guys. I kind of want to tell you a little. Army veteran just wrote us in, so we want to thank him for his service. Bernard Huff said, speaking from the perspective of an Army veteran, I feel that it's your right to support whomever you please. If you disagree, don't shop. If you do, shop away. This is America. That's all you need to hear.
Yeah.
You know, like you're the guy fighting.
And it doesn't have to be, nobody has to be mad about it.
Yep.
Just, you have every right. That's the beauty of this country.
That's it.
And this is coming from somebody that sacrificed
That's
their
it.
life for our country. So thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
I think you summed it up pretty well. So we'll probably get that in, or I'll bring it up at the next fifth host, so we appreciate that, because that is the simplest way of saying it. This is America. So you do what you want to do. And remember, Nike, it goes the other way. When Nike picked up Colin Kaepernick, people were burning things, boycotting, and I was totally happy with their right to do so.
They were burning their...
Yeah.
Welcome back to DBL. Your first grey hair can be a terrifying moment, especially for us women, but there's a new trend of ladies embracing their grey locks. I mean, look no further than Jamie Lee Curtis, Monique, and Diane Keaton for proof. And it's not just Hollywood. Pinterest searches for grey hair have skyrocketed by over 879%. That's a big number last year. I mean, I met one lady who was ready to embrace her silver lining and discovered there's a lot you need to know before making the jump. Check it out.
My name's Sue. I'm in my 60s, and my hair started to turn gray when I was 25. And I've been coloring it for decades. For a while it was black, for a while it was bleached platinum, for a while it was red. And then for the last few years, I've really been trying to just lighten it. And I'm really looking for a way to not have to be in the beauty shop every 3 weeks to cover up the gray. It's just got to be too much.
Today we're here to talk about grey hair and the trend that we've seen filtering through. Have you had a lot of people asking for this?
Yes, gray has become the new epic revolution of hair transformations. Younger women wanting to have that gray, that purpley, that really icy hue of hair. And so yes, it's become quite a trend.
I'm really excited to have it be completely gray.
Sue here is our perfect example of what we would consider a transitional gray. So she is now to the point where she would like to embrace it, but she colored her hair for years.
I think we've all been socialized just to make sure that we look young, whatever that might mean, instead of looking like who we are, when we are, how we are.
All right, let's do this.
I'm excited about it in an old punk rock kind of way. If it's not really the right thing to do, I'm a little more in favor of it. So I'm really looking forward to having it be as silver as possible, but yet look kind of cool. For women thinking of embracing their gray, I'd say just go for it. You can do it.
We'll be right back.
Y'all hear them sirens? Oh my God. Yeah, I hear them sirens. I'm the beauty police, guys. It's Jeray for the Slay, and today I'm here to clock all of those beauty things that you guys are doing that are just wrong. Plain old simple. So today, we're going to be talking about only using a makeup wipe to wipe off your face. Bam, we're gonna have an edit right there. Anyways, so when you just use a beauty wipe to wipe your face off, you're really not doing much for your skin, guys. So many gals I know are just going to bed at night and they have those cute little makeup wipes on their bedside and they wipe off their skin and they take off all their full coverage makeup and then they throw that wipe to the side and they think they're done, right? You're wrong. You need to be arrested right now because you're doing a harm to your skin, and we're not gonna do that anymore, guys. So instead, what you should be doing is actually going through and cleansing your skin afterwards. Oh my gosh, how crazy, who would have known that? me, okay? Now, why do we do this? There's so much dirt and grime left over on our skin after you use a makeup wipe still. So many people don't think so because you have all of those cute little stains on your makeup wipe afterwards. No, honey, that isn't all that's on your skin. There's so much more little different dirts and grimes and pieces of that long wear 24-hour stain makeup that you have on, and that cheek stain too. And don't forget about that Urban Decay lip stain as well. That's all on your skin still, girl. And we have to make sure that we're really taking care of that and getting it off. So go ahead and take your face to that sink, put it all in, and wash your face. Say it with me now. We're gonna wash our face. Yay! Now, maybe you need help finding a cleanser. This is where I come in. If you have dry skin, make sure you're using more of a milk or creamy cleanser. This is gonna be great for you. If you have more oily skin, try out a foam or an oil-based cleanser. Either one could be a little bit better for you. Now, if you have combo skin, good luck. I don't know what to do for it, just kidding. Try out a little bit of everything, and this really goes for any skin type. You gotta try out a little bit of everything to see what's gonna be best for you. Now, until next time, don't be making any more beauty crimes, and we'll see you next Thursday, guys.
Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing their comments. Tori, what do we have?
We have two comments from someone very special. Bernard Huff wrote us in. He is said, speaking from the perspective of an Army veteran, which thank you for your service, I feel that it's your right to support whomever you please. If you disagree, don't shop. If you do, shop away. This is America. Then our whole DBL Nation wrote in, and he wrote again. Thanks, Ellis Walker. Thanks, DBL Nation, very much. It was an honor to have served with great men and women alike. It was certainly an eye-opening experience.
Wow, and that's coming, it puts it so simply, and that's coming from someone who risked their life for our freedoms. So number one, thank you, but puts things in perspective.
Heck yeah.
Right? You don't have to have angst or anger, just it is what it is.
And another group of people he served with, people of the LGBT community as well.
Amen, that's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So thank you, Bernard. We always appreciate all of your feedback. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe.